Hi, David. Sarah from The Upcoming. What a pleasure to be with you here today. How has it felt to be nominated for this Rising Star Award?
Oh, it's absolutely crazy. It's everything that you could ask for, having done the things that you just care about, and the things that you enjoy. And it feels like one of those awards that's about the people, so I feel like to be able to stand on that shoulders is amazing.
And obviously, even looking at the people that previously won it, the likes of Tom Hardy, but then even up there on the stage, I mean, you were speaking, so amazingly about Jack O'Connell, him in particular. How has he been an inspiration to you? And how have you seen that an award like this has really helped his career?
That was one moment, by the way. I don't know if I regret saying it. I didn't want to old man him because I didn't want to make him feel like because he's not, obviously. But I do remember being in school and watching him win and being like so inspired. Look, I'll tell you what I love about Jack is that, it's the choices he's made. And creating a body of work is quite hard as an actor because people kind of want to put you in roles that you've done before and done a good job at. And he's done a good job at almost all the roles that I've seen. So I really loved him. And also, he's just a lad. This category at BAFTA is just full of people that prove that you can do it too. You know what I mean? Tom Hardy's another one who's just legendary to me. So I feel honoured to be part of him.
And looking at the people, your peers who sat there on the stage, obviously the people that can make it today, like Marissa and Akeem. So how is it being amongst these people? And what do you think is so great about these other people that have been nominated too?
They're all brilliant. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Do you know what, man? It feels awesome to be part of that new generation of actors, and I think that's what this really is. It's a new group of actors coming and doing it different. At least that's what I'm trying to do. And Marisa, Jarrell, Mikey, and Naban are just honestly, I think, pioneers in what they do, and I love their work. So yeah, I think to be next to them means that I'm doing something all right. I think I might be wrong, but I think so. Yeah.
And in looking in terms of diversity as well of the people they're nominated, I mean, is that sort of symptomatic of a shift that we're seeing in the industry in terms of the next generation coming up? More opportunities for people from all walks of life and all ethnicities to be front and centre in films, TV?
I really hope so. I grew up in East London as a young black kid from East London. There's not much opportunity, and there wasn't much opportunity at the time, but because of the perceptions that was before you, and now being part of that new wave, hopefully doing it a bit different and creating room, not just me, everyone. It's like this is what it's about. I do think there is a shift, and I think it's for the better. Do you know what I mean? It's helping everyone kind of be seen in new lights, and that if we're not living for that, then what are we living for? If we're not acting for that, then what are we acting for?
And you have done such a broad spectrum of things. Right Lane, rom-com, Alien Romulus, obviously what you're nominated for. Also saw The Road Trip recently. Oh my god, so brilliant. Love you. So different in that. Is that what part of the joy for you in taking on these different roles? What have been some of the highlights?
I mean, honestly, every single one that you've just mentioned has been a great highlight. Look, I'll tell you what it is. It's about, as much as I love a character and taking it new places, it's about creating a body of work, really. I mean it. It's like, I told you, it's quite hard to do as an actor, and all you want to do is be able to look back when I'm like in my 60s or 70s or whenever and just go, I mean, if I make it that long, who knows? But to be able to look back and go, all right, you did it. You did some different stuff. All my favourite actors have done that from way back when. So, man, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to be purposely different all the time. It's just what's happening right now. So I'm enjoying it. Yeah.
Who were some of your idols? Who did you look to when you were growing up? I mean, Jack's one person that obviously inspired you. Anyone else?
I mean, look, I said Tom Hardy as well. I've got to say him. Tom, Jack, Gary Oldman, Chadwick Boseman, Denzel Washington, Eddie Marsan. Like, there's so many people. Gene Hackman, I think, is brilliant as well. I just saw a couple of his movies. There's so many people that you do realise that, they're doing it their own way and they're creating a new thing. So I kind of want to be a part of that if I'm lucky.
And in terms of advice for people maybe wanting to follow in your footsteps, I mean, there were some great tips up there. Marisa in particular saying to be fearless. I guess for you, you're almost saying you sometimes have imposter syndrome, or you don't want to look at, what that front page of the script to be intimidated by things. What might be some tips that you could give other people?
You know what? I've really been thinking about this because I'm getting asked it a lot. I'm going to say this. I think lead by love, lead by the spirit. Don't think about what's gone before you. Even myself, you know what I mean? Hopefully I'm doing different roles that show, especially young black British people, that they can do different things. But even me, don't look at me. Think and imagine what could be, because I talk to people who I think I stand on their shoulders. They tell me they couldn't imagine doing what I'm doing now, and that's awesome. So I'm like, anyone else who's coming up, don't imagine what I'm doing, think of the next thing. I think that's the best bit of advice I can give.
And you were training a couple of projects you've got coming up this year, both amazing. Can you tell us a bit more about those briefly?
Yeah. So I've got 2 films coming out this year. I got one film which is a Stephen King adaptation with myself and Cooper Hoffman, directed by the wonderful Francis Lawrence. And then I've got another film which is a prison thriller. It's myself and Tom Blythe, who's just brilliant, and so it's by Callum McDermott, who's just like an amazing author. Very various different roles, but I'm enjoying. I'm having a good time, man. Hopefully it lasts.
In terms of your bucket list, I mean, you've done rom-com, you've done sci-fi now, you're doing thrillers. Anything you haven't done yet, or a director you'd love to work with, an actor you'd love to be alongside?
Oh, there's so many, isn't there? I mean, you tell me. What should I do? What should I do? No, look. Honestly, I'm having just a great time being a different kind of actor and getting to exercise different bones. You definitely learn a lot from the people that you work with. So, if anything, I'm probably more keen on working with new directors who I haven't worked with before and actors who I haven't worked with before. But listen, I'll take it. It's done. I'll take it. Whatever you what? Yeah, I'll take it.
Amazing. Well, congratulations on the nomination and best of luck. Thanks so much. Nice to meet you.